back. Ladies and gentlemen, to Vapotherm's channel, a global medical technology company focused on the development and commercialization of proprietary Vapotherm high-velocity therapy, a tool used to treat patients of all ages suffering from respiratory distress. To take us through a little bit of his history and give us some further insight into the company, we have Brian Lawrence, the Chief Technology Officer, joining us. Welcome back, sir.
Thanks, Kyle. It's great to be here.
Pleasure to get you on. So I want to dive right into this. Can you just kind of divulge a little bit of your history? What led up to that aha moment that kind of got you involved with Vapotherm?
It's a great question. I've been in medical devices for about 20 years, and over the last several years, what really started to connect for me was the understanding that when you have a medical device, in particular a device like what we have at Vapotherm that offers unique therapy to be able to provide incredible life-saving capability to our patients, it also creates a unique real estate in and around the patient that we can leverage to not just provide therapy, but to capture really relevant data that allows us to take leapfrog steps in being able to provide care and disease management, long-term disease management to these patients. So going from a lot of the device work that I've done at previous companies, but being able to recognize the unique position that Vapotherm had with the therapy that we provide, the real estate that we have next to the patient, and the ability to then leverage that to get us into the digital space was really compelling.
And as you kind of head into the digital space and kind of just looking forward, I know the market environment is leading people to kind of refine their balance sheets down a bit, but what have you guys, what are you looking at? What are you trying to do to kind of increase the gross margin side of this business?
Yeah, that's really important. For Vapotherm, every percentage point of gross margin means somewhere close to $1 million of additional cash. And so improving our gross margins and continuing to drive gross margins is really important. Around gross margins specifically for our products, one of the big steps that we took in 2023 was really getting us set up in Mexico with our own plant. So we built a plant down in Mexico called Vapomex. We've moved our HVT 2.0 production lines down there, and we've moved the production lines for our vapor transfer cartridges down there. And we've spent the last 8 months or so really focusing on getting those lines up and running with high first pass yields and high quality. And doing that really gives us the opportunity to take advantage of a lower cost position, both from materials and from a labor standpoint, that really helps us drive improvement in gross margins.
Yeah, and you gave us a little bit of insight on this, but can you further discuss kind of the future of where you see kind of Vapotherm going, perhaps talk about the addressable market and just give us that full scope view into the future?
Absolutely. So today we predominantly play in the acute space with our Precision Flow, and now more recently with our 2.0 device. But when you look at the opportunity, that's where we see opportunity to expand outside into other areas of the continuum of care, notably in the home space. The home space today has at least a 4x improvement in total addressable market, so something close to $8 billion, looking both in the United States and then globally at Europe, at South America, and in the Asia Pacific region. And so this is where, for us, it gets really exciting, because not only do we have the opportunity to bring our high velocity therapy to our patients across the continuum, we've expanded that by adding some non-invasive ventilation capability to the device. And that really gives us a unique position because of not only the therapy that we can provide, but the opportunity to take care of patients at not only nocturnally, but also during the day, leveraging the high velocity therapy, and then connecting that information. When you've got these devices that are taking care of patients in the home, it's critical that we have access to the device and to the data that that device can generate. So these devices are cloud connected. We leverage our partnership with Google, which not only gives us a great footprint in the United States, but allows us to operate globally. We bring that data into the cloud, and that allows us to help manage these patients at home. And then we go back and we leverage that cloud position to connect to the devices we have in the hospital, and gives us a unique capability to build this longitudinal model of each of our patients and really get to how we manage disease progression for these complex lung disease patients.
Well, I definitely appreciate all the insights today, and I'll pass that question off to the viewers. We'd love to know what you think in that comment section below, and definitely consider subscribing, because as news comes down the wire, of course, we're going to bring it to you here. But on that, we look forward to catching you in the next one.